Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. What's up? Do I look orange? Ooh, kind of orange. I'll fix that next. I'll fix that next time. Anyway, so nice to see you back. Episode 5 of ChrisTryToTalk. So this one I'm gonna talk a little bit more on the Vanguard v13 tube mic, the second gen. Yeah, stretch. Yeah, I try not to overthink my videos, so bear with me. So the Vanguard v13 tube mic. Again, this is an amazing mic. Hey, does it focus? Does it? I think it is. What I like about it, that you can see the tube. You can literally see the tube from here. Cosmetically lah, but sonically, it's warm, like the tube. What I don't like about it, so far there's nothing I don't like about it. Maybe versatility. It's a bit one-dimensional in a way, where it's good for what it does and it's not as versatile as other mics might be. Other mics like the SE 2200 Mark II, multi-pattern condenser mic, regular condenser mic. That one seems to work very well across the range of things. Maybe because it's a bit more modern sounding. This one sounds a bit vintage-ish, which is what tube mics are. It plays well with preamps. This tube mic works well with my ISA1 and my LA2A custom mod. Now, what I don't think it will work if you are running it straight to an interface without a preamp. That might be problematic, where I think you don't really get the best of the tube mic. Now, if it's a tube mic, a ribbon mic, I always say you need preamps to run it. Even regular mics, like the Neumann U87. For the longest time, I was not a fan of that mic until I had the ISA1. Then I understood why people like the mic. You need a preamp that gives drive, give enough into the mic to give what it's supposed to sound like. If not, if you're running it on just interfaces alone, it can sound very thin. There'll be a lot of mids missing, I find, from preamps. Even for preamps, for interfaces, I mean. So like even with interfaces, I only found home when I came across the Audience interface. The Audience preamp are supposed to be modeled after their mixers, their vintage mixers. So it's supposed to be mixer gain level structure thingy, which I'm not going to get into right now. And it does give a lot of drive as compared to other preamps, interfaces on board preamps. Okay, so it sounds a lot better than other interfaces. Like I get like if I'm running like this mic right now, I'm running at 75%. So if I was running this mic on another interface, I would most probably be at 80-90%. If I'm running the SE condenser mic, I can run it at 60-70% as opposed to 80-90% on other interfaces. Now you may think that's loud, but I'm running it on Logic Pro X. So on my channel strip, I'll see if I can show you how it looks. I'm hitting at an average of -11, -10, ±3-4 dB. So I try to keep it around that range. So that's where the compressor comes in handy. But if not, the tube mic, yeah, I say you get a preamp to run with it. If you're gonna buy it, if you're gonna invest on a $5,000 mic, get a good preamp. Don't get the small tiny preamps, the art preamps. Those are good for, they're not really good lah. But I would say the ISA1 is a very neutral preamp. It's not too much coloration. It's quite neutral, quite laid back, as they would say. The Neves, I think Neves are a bit more presence, more upfront. Avalon's, the 747s, I was not a fan of the preamp. Instead, I was a fan more of the EQ and compressor on that instead. API preamps are aggressive as fuck. Those things are good for ribbons. Good if you're using snares, like loud brush instruments. I feel the API is home to that, and that's my personal preference. But if you're just wanting to get an interface with okay preamps, I would say go for the Audience. Even the ID14, get that, and you're good to go. Yeah. So that's about me talking about mics. I'll most probably jump on DW next. Then we'll go into more preamp stuff. But I think I've talked about preamp enough, so I think we'll go into DIW next. Anyway, this is an X large T-shirt. Got it a few years ago. Shout out to Lam out in JB. I don't know. I just love Lam. He's one of those that doesn't try to upsell you, and he sells at okay prices. Just like Eyes and Ears Production. We believe in dreams too.